2, 1. Okay, we're recording now, so this ought to be catching the audio and the video both. And by the way, this is Trucker 2 Times coming at you from Chattanooga, Tennessee, sitting out here at Pilgrim's Pride. Got a 1 p.m. appointment today, and I'm waiting for everybody to come back from lunch because I got down here about 10 till 12. Everybody was gone to lunch there, so what I'm going to do is just speak a little bit on what podcasting means to me, and then hopefully may be able to get Trucker Tom to tell y'all what podcasting means to him and what podcasting has done for him and what podcasting can do for you. Podcasting to me is I guess lowered my blood pressure by probably about 10 points on both sides of the upper and lower systolic, diabolic, whatever you call that stuff there. But listen to podcasts, and driving down the road there, and just within the last couple of weeks, I've actually just turned the CD off. I'm not really interested in listening to the XM or FM or Sirius or whatever right now. I've got such an interest now in listening to podcasts there that whatever subject interests you, where is what you can pick out and listen to it. And it's very entertaining and it's relaxing, because it's not like radio. Podcasting, where it's just like Trucker Tom's explained before, it's like a magazine subscription, where you can subscribe to whatever you like. If you like trucking, you subscribe to trucking magazines. If you like computing, you subscribe to computing magazines or just whatever interests you, and then you can listen to it. Of course, you can't just base whether or not you like a podcast, by listening to just 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever podcast, where sometimes you need to go ahead and pick out one that you think that you might develop an interest in and listen to it several times or more, where, and then it's really going to start entertaining you, and you'll get probably bitten by the podcast bug, or like I did, because it's just so entertaining and relaxing to listen to, and you do it at your own pace, your own time. The file's already on the computer, you download it and you listen to it whenever you want to. There's actually a program called Juice that I use. Trucker Tom introduced me to it. It'll download the files for you there while you've got your laptop on, while you got the internet connection, while, like if you want to lay down and go to bed at night, you can get on the internet, and the Juice program automatically downloads the podcast that you're interested in, that you put into the Juice program, for the RSS feeds, I believe it is there. The URLs that you put in there, it just downloads it and puts them in the folders there and everything for you. And the next day, where you can, like the way I do it on mine, where I'll just listen to it with the media player. I select the file that I want to start with, and over on the left side there of the index on the media player, there's a link you click there that says play all, and it'll play everything in order, where, so I can just sit all day long, and not have to fool with the computer other than getting it started, where I close the lid back on it and then I focus on driving. I don't have to worry about looking around or whatever. Of course, then after I get stopped somewhere, if I want to pause it or stop it or something like that, I can. But the thing about podcasts to me, it's just relaxing, and I just enjoy it. It makes me enjoy my job more. I've enjoyed driving a lot more since I've been listening to podcasting. You don't have the stress and stuff on you, and you just feel like taking your time, because you actually, in a way, to me, I kind of almost want to drag out my time, where I want to be able to get one more podcast in before I get where I'm going or something. So I found myself, maybe running right on the speed limit, or sometimes 1 or 2 miles an hour below the speed limit or something there, and just kick back, radio, everything, CDs off, and I've got my podcast going, and of course my preference is listening to Trucker Tom. I enjoy what he's got to say, because he's a colleague, he's a truck driver like me, so what he's got to say and his points of interest and views and stuff, interest me. So that's what I like to listen to. There's two or three others, you know, I started kind of getting into, you know, where different things, you know, about computing and stuff there, and then I'll listen to them, you know, in between, you know, to take up space or something there, in between podcasts or whatever, you know. But for right now, that's my interest, you know, listen to a colleague, a fellow truck driver, you know, tell him about his life on the road, and maybe it might interest you, you know, or that whatever's on your mind, whatever you like to talk about, whatever you want to discuss, you know, where it's a great way to make friends and meet people. You know, like Trucker Tom said there, he's made a lot of friends since he's been podcasting, and I was even, you know, fortunate enough to get to meet him myself, you know, out there in Dallas. There on I was coming east and he was going west, and we met up there at the truck stop there in Dallas, you know, where, and spent a little time there together, you know, where, talking and visiting, and had a good time, enjoyed that, you know. And he's met a lot of other people, you know. He's got a lot of friends, you know, from podcasting there. So I mean, podcasting is just a thing of the future, you know, and it's already here. And you don't have to have, like he said, you know, $1 million studio where for a radio show or program, because I mean, you got it with your laptop and a little headset microphone deal, and you make a MP3 file out of it and send it up to whoever you want to host it, you know, where, and in this case right here, you know, it's TruckNet there. So that's about all I know to say about it right now. You know, it's just real enjoyable. I highly recommend that y'all check into it there and start downloading some podcasts, listen to them there, and there's probably a lot of you that would have stuff to share, you know, that people be interested in. It's just a great thing, so I just encourage everybody, you know, to check into it, and don't just listen to one or two or three or whatever podcast, you know, or listen to several in a row, you know, and because, you know, what interest one person at one time won't interest somebody else at another, or what you're not interested in right now, you know, or might not appeal to you right now, it may appeal to somebody else, and then of course a different one, vice versa, you know, where, so you can't listen to one or two and then, you know, say I don't like this or this isn't for me or whatever, you know, because it takes several to really get a good handle on what it actually is, you know, and stuff there. So y'all just go check it out there and have fun with it. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you.